This video is presented by AWC.
So this is our digital transformation lab here in Austin, Texas at AWC. I wanted to give you a quick tour of it. It's a flow loop. We've got some clear pipes so you can actually see some of the water going through it right now. But just have a small pump going up through check valve, going up through some instrumentation. And the first one we hit is our pressure transmitter. And followed by that we have a valve that we can send a 4 to 20 milliamp signal and adjust it from 0 to 100%, and we also get feedback. There's also a handle on here so I can actually manually adjust it to override. It goes up. It's our temperature transmitter. We're still waiting on our actual transmitter, so that one should happen soon in January. And then on top here we have a flow meter. Right now it's showing about 7.3. Then it comes up at the top, goes back down into a tank. We also have some valves in case you need to drain this, or we want to set up some blocks as well for some of our labs. And down here we just have a small tank with right now 8.3 inches of water in it. So the pump's being controlled by a Siemens variable frequency drive. It's shown here on the right. Right now it's showing it's about 2,700 RPM, and we can vary the speed, so we can control the speed and also close the valve as well to adjust pressure and flow. So we can play around with that a little bit. Instrumentation's coming into our control panel here. We have a 71200 PLC with quite a bit of analog and digital inputs and outputs. We have a small Moxa Edge Linux box that we're taking all that information from the PLC and putting it up to our cloud-based service. It's a little messy, but that's it's a lab, so today we were playing around with adding some LED lights. That's why it's a little messy. On the front, that gives us some local control. We can change the LED lights. Hunter just added that today. Start, stop the VFD, acknowledge faults, and actually change set points of this VFD and the valve. And all this information, like I said, is going out through this to the it says to the internet. Going somewhere. So all the information being collected from our digital transformation lab is landing on the Daytonis platform, and we can actually visualize some of it just using some a mashup with some widgets, as they call it. Flow rate, pressure. So anybody with a Internet Explorer, internet connection, and password login can get in here and see this. As one of our learning labs, Hunter, standing right here, put in some logic so that it shuts down after it hits 20 psi if we have a blocked line. So he's inducing a block line manually. So it's hitting about 24 psi. And once it's there for about 10 seconds, it should automatically shut off our VFD. Okay, so that's it. And then what we've also have in the safety circuit, so then after 20 seconds it'll try to restart. Of course, if the valve's still blocked, it'll shut down and be in endless loop.